Welcome to Bite Size Bunny, my name's Tony, and today we are going to be talking about Gears of War. The first Gears of War game is fairly light on story. Humanity is on the brink of being wiped out by the Locust, and now it is up to Marcus and the rest of Delta Squad to save the day and put an end to this war. The story is very straightforward and it doesn't really give you much to chew on, but it does do a really good job with its world building, and it gives you this apocalyptic setting that immediately draws you in and has you fascinated by its history, especially as you hear various characters talk about the events of E-Day, which thankfully we'll get to experience later this year. When it comes to the main cast of characters, it's really easy to like Delta Squad. They're not the most interesting characters out there, at least not just yet, but the game does such a good job at giving you just enough information about these characters through the dialogue that I did find myself genuinely wanting to learn more about each one of the members of this crew. Not to mention, the chemistry between Marcus, Dom, Cole, and Baird is great, and it's a lot of fun listening to the four of them banter throughout the campaign missions. The real shining star here in the first Gears of War game is the gameplay. It is insane just how well this game holds up from a gameplay perspective. Every weapon feels so finely tuned and meticulously crafted, making each one feel very responsive and unique. Whether you're using the Gnasher shotgun that packs a punch and completely obliterates enemies when you get up close and personal, or your trusty Lancer that feels light and kinetic whenever you're shooting it, but feels absolutely barbaric the moment you rev up that chainsaw and put it to use. The arsenal of weapons you have at your disposal is great. And that's before we even touch on the cover-based shooting mechanics that are very responsive, they feel snappy, and they work exactly how you would want them to. Even compared to most modern games, Gears of War does it the best, and it only gets better throughout the franchise. I will say this was my first time playing through the game in single player, and I would highly recommend, if you can, play Gears 1 in co-op, because the AI companion is extremely frustrating at times. I had to reload from the last checkpoint multiple times throughout the playthrough because for some reason Dom would get stuck in a room constantly running in circles and I wouldn't be able to progress throughout the story without him, so it was definitely irritating at times. Overall, Gears of War is still a rock solid experience that everyone should experience at least once, and I'm going to be giving the first Gears of War a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. Like, subscribe, and all that YouTube stuff. And have you played the first Gears of War? If so, is this your favorite entry in the franchise? I'd love to know.